Hello, this is your lonely old lady again, reporting from her home. And I just want to report on my weed excursion in my garden. And I know I reported on it, and it looks really good. And just to let you know that one of the ways that I kind of keep that kind of light and fun and not worry about all the work that I'm doing is I have my iPhone and I put it on music, and I have some music that I really like to listen to. So I listen to the music, and very often I am singing while I'm weeding. So if you're going by my house and I am weeding and singing, don't worry about me. I haven't gone crazy. It's just that makes things go a little bit faster and a little more enjoyable. But anyway, now, what am I going to do now? I do have weeds up in my front gardens again, and so I do have to go up there and do that. But I like to watch the Today Show. And on the Today Show today, they had a piece on pickleball. And I'd heard of it before. I even kind of saw a little bit of it. It looked like fun at the time, but at that time, I was not really wanting to get into a group sport, mainly because many years ago when I was married to my now ex-husband, I learned how to play racquetball. And I learned how to play racquetball because I used to go with him and his son and watch them play racquetball. And it looked like so much fun. They made it look like a lot of fun. And I thought, I'd like to learn how to do that. And so I told him that. I said, I'd like to learn how to play racquetball. So the rec center that we were at had lessons for racquetball. So I went down there, and sometimes he went with me when he was home. And we kind of made it kind of fun. And as I learned how to play, and I wasn't really that good at it. I had trouble hitting the ball back if it came too fast at me. My serves, I couldn't do that really fast, low serve that they do, that bounces the ball back really quickly, but I had a really good high lob. And he wanted me to get into a beginner's tournament at one point. So I did. I went ahead and signed up for it. And the one thing that I was good at was that high, slow lob serve that goes all the way up to the ceiling and back. And so what they used to like to do was to find the weak players on the other team who are not used to trying to hit a ball that's going that slow and tell me, okay, hit the ball over to that guy with your high lob serve. And I could place it pretty well. And so I would hit it to them, and lo and behold, they weren't able to hit it, even though it was going really slow, because they weren't used to having slow balls coming at them. So that was kind of ticklish for me and kind of fun. But then I would go to play sometimes individually with just my husband and I. And he was a very aggressive player and apparently didn't realize that playing with a beginner, you don't play that way. So anyway, I didn't hit a lot of balls back. So it was usually he would serve it, and I would hit one or two balls back, and then I would miss him because he'd be really aggressive. And so at one point, after we played, maybe 10 times or so, he informed me that I was not very much fun to play with. And this really hurt my feelings. I did this mostly because we would have something in common, and we would have something to do together. We didn't have that many things to do together because he was gone so much of the time. And I don't remember ever telling him he had to always play with me. And I don't remember telling him he could not go and play with his son. And I used to like to enjoy going and watching him and his son play as well. But I didn't tell him that. He just seemed to feel that because I learned how to play, that he had to play with me, and he didn't like playing with me. So he told me he didn't like playing with me. And that's kind of what the straw that broke the camel's back. And I thought my feelings were hurt so bad that I just quit playing entirely. I just thought, well, I'm not fun and I'm not good at it. And so I just didn't deserve to have anything. My self-esteem was not very good at that time because my marriage wasn't really good. So anyway, fast forward to now, and I've been kind of looking for something that I could do that might be kind of fun to do. And pickleball kind of looks like it's just like ping pong on a very large scale. So I was watching that today, and I thought, I'm going to find out if there's any place that I can play. And so there was a Davis Recreation Center, and I thought, well, look at that. And there was a number to call. So I'm going to call this lady and find out how to get started in pickleball, what equipment I need, and where I can get lessons to learn how to play. or do you just kind of join some group and there's patient enough while you can't hit the ball back or whatever? So I thought that if I could get into that and it would be as much fun as it looks like it is, I would be around people, and it's not one of those things that you have to go every single time they play. The problem is, at least in this season, they play Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. And I work 3 days a week. And guess which 3 days a week I work? Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But I also noticed that they do play on Friday night as well. So I'm going to talk to her about that and how to work it in around my work schedule and my weeding schedule and my house cleaning schedule and my sewing schedule and my crocheting schedule and all the things that I do anyway. But I'm just going to have to learn how to divide my time up so that I'm not only having things that I have fun to do by myself, but I've got to get around people. And that'll give me some things to do by myself. And it looks like so much fun. I'm just getting kind of excited about being able to learn to do something like that. So anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and in the next day or two, get a hold of her and find out about this pickleball and how I can get started playing pickleball as a beginner. And because I don't want to interfere with the really professional players who are really, really good either. So, but it may be that they don't care. They look like a lot of people that just seem to have fun. So anyway, so I will report back on some of these things that I'm doing, and I will definitely report back on after I call her and see what I can do about learning pickleball and how I can fit it into my work schedule. And as I understand, in the winters they play more often. They play every day of the week, so then I can play in the days that I don't work. So anyway, so this is my report today, and I do sound a little bit excited about this, and it makes me happy to know this, and I want to report on this because any of you people out there that are older, younger, or living alone and wondering what can you do to conceive the loneliness, if this is it, I'm going to let you know. Learn how to play pickleball. But right now I don't know about it yet, so I can't really report on that. So I will come back after I get in touch with her and see how it goes with this pickleball. So meanwhile, this is a day in the life of a lonely old lady, and I have to go to work this afternoon, so I have to start getting ready to go. And actually work is getting to be kind of fun as long as we're busy, because again, I'm talking to people and I'm being around people. So anyway, and right now my house is a mess, and and it really is. I've got a dish full of dishes to do and stuff, but guess what? I'm here by myself. I don't have anybody telling me that I have to do this or when I have to do this. As long as I can stay ahead of the roaches, I'm in good shape. So anyway, it's not dirty, it's just messy. And I have to clean off my kitchen table so that I can start making clothes, because my body has gotten smaller because I have been, between exercise and not being hungry, I have lost a considerable amount of weight. So anyway, this is my report for today. And so we'll be signing off, and I'll be talking to you again later and letting you know how things are going with the new things that I'm going to be putting into my life. So we'll talk to you again later. Bye for now. Well, hello guys. I thought I'd stip a little bit of something to do as far as what I do at home when I'm by myself, sort of by myself. I'm never really alone because I have my dogs. This particular dog is Ozzy. The dog belongs to my son and daughter-in-law, who share custody of him because they are divorced. And so whenever there's nobody here to take care of him because they're out of town or whatever, I get to take care of him. And he has learned to be a really good cuddler. He's a lot of fun sometimes. He loves to be petted, and I have to keep moving the camera around because he keeps moving around. And I want you to get a really good look at this beautiful, beautiful dog, and it's this quiet dog. And he just seems to love just to cuddle and to uh, just to, now he's going to try to go to sleep on my lap, but I have to go to work, and so I'm going to have to wake him up and uh, get him off my lap so I can go and take my shower before I have to go to work. I just wanted to show you, I haven't had the dogs on camera for a while, and I need to start putting them on the camera too, because they are basically my family. And even though Ozzy isn't here with me all the time, he's with me quite a bit of the time, and I enjoy having his company as well as the company of my other dog, LB, who is right now looking at me like he's really jealous because I'm petting Ozzy. And so they, even dogs feel the same emotions we feel towards each other and towards us. So anyway, this is part of a day in the life of a lonely old lady. And so I'm going to be signing off so that I can get ready to go to work. Bye for now.